So here we are, early January, which means it is a review of December and the entirety of 2023. This is Bob Coppedge, CEO of Simplex-IT, Crotchety, Geek. So let's talk about 2023, shall we? First of all, one of the biggest changes that happened was a significant, probably one of, if not the largest, management restructuring that we decided to do because of some personnel changes we had. We had some folks that moved on to new opportunities. Absolutely fine, no problem with that. Wish them nothing but the best. And we took advantage of that to really align ourselves for where we're heading. And we did that about midway through the year. So what we did was we took Patty Smirk, who was Sales and Marketing Director. She is now COO. So everybody pretty much reports to her, and she's responsible on the day-to-day operations of stuff on all sides of the fence. And Patty, for those of you who don't know, actually has a ton of experience both from a project management and management side prior to joining Simplex-IT many, many years ago. And she also can bring, she has enough geek knowledge to work with everybody, but to keep us really on the straight and narrow in terms of process and nailing down where we're going. And that is something that is already really, really cool because it also doubles down into the two other promotions that we did. One was Jeff Buskirk, who is now Service Delivery Director, and Kurt Ketchum, who is now Professional Services Director. They both report to Patty, and the three of them love to process stuff and document stuff. And we're working in that direction, but not as well as we are now. And so that's really some cool stuff. And the feedback we've been getting from our clients in terms of some of the new looks and new processes has been great. We've been able to create a lot of projects for eliminating or managing much more soundly some of the tech debt and so on and so forth. So this is all really cool stuff, actually. Didn't feel like it sometimes during the process, but it's actually pretty cool. So kudos to Patty, Jeff, Kurt. You guys are doing great. We also started last year my podcast, Biz Tech Twists, and that went really good, or has been going really good. The idea being that we want to take a look at business, technology, but not traditional topics, or the let me tell you how great I am, but in a podcast way. We really want to take a look at technology topics, business topics, and really look at it from a different perspective. And I think we've done about 30 or so episodes. I lost track. And we took a little bit of a hiatus in terms of recording for the holidays, but we are back on track, and that's going to be kind of cool and fun. If you want to be a guest or have a guest topic you'd like to hear, let me know, because we're always on the lookout for great content. It just needs to be a little bit of a different perspective than most of the ones that are out there, because why do what's been done before, you know? We've also continue to do what we call the TEA videos, that they ask you answer. And the idea is really simple. IT is a complicated topic, whether you're in IT as a professional or not. So for us to put together these relatively short videos that just answer a question. We've had great feedback on that, both from clients, potential clients, IT people, other MSPs. So you got an idea for a TEA video? You have a question that you'd like us to answer? Let me know, because we will make a video out of that. And yes, we are going to come up. We have actually identified what the next giveaway is for people who suggest these things. And it's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. And actually, I toned down a little bit on the traveling this year, or last year for 2023, simply from the standpoint of it's an investment, both time and money. And I wanted to make sure that Simplex-IT and, more importantly, our clients benefit from that kind of investment. And what we found was it actually made more sense to send other people. And so that's worked out really well. And we're going to continue to do that. We're already making plans for other folks some of the people I've talked about before, for them to go. And we also did a lot of Simplex-IT employees went out for travel and got training. I think it was a record number of certifications were given out to Simplex-IT employees, which of course they get, depending upon the complexity, they get either bonuses and or raises or a combination thereof, because at the end of the day, you should spend nearly as much time sharpening your axe as using your axe. So that's went well. However, I must admit, I was the one who went over to Italy to speak at MSP Day, which was terrific to talk to folks overseas about how their MSP world is both different and the same as the MSP industry here. And co-managed, of course, was the topic, and that was cool. And my wife and I both went. We spent a week going through Switzerland and Italy. And anybody else want me to go to their conference and talk? I got topics. But it wouldn't be a year without me doing some traveling locally. So went to the Taylor Business Group, the Big conference. That was, I think, in August last year. That was a great peer group based type of conference, which sometimes those are the best because you get a lot of dedication of the attendees. They're there for the reason to improve their business. So that was cool. Also went PAX 8 Beyond. PAX 8 is one of our big partners, and that was absolutely one of the kick-ass conferences of the year. And also, since I'm a member of one of the CompTIA committees and council forum, so I attended their two conferences, both in Chicago and then in Vegas. So did those as well. And I'll be doing a couple of conferences. I'll be right up Boom, and of course CompTIA conferences this year. Not as much as in prior years, but we also have other people here who will be, again, doing conferences and the like. So that'll be cool. And of course, we had our own events. We had our arcade party, which was now our annual event. We did that in August, and we had like 80 people there. Yes, we're going to be doing that or something very similar again this year. And it is a great networking event, and we've got a couple other things that we're planning on doing. So stay tuned for that. We also have our next event, and we don't have the day down or much detail except for what we're doing and approximately where we're doing it. But in March, we're going to have a security educational event for small, medium businesses, both from a tech and from a management standpoint. And that's going to be cool. And there'll be a couple of interesting twists to that one, which we're still working on the details there. We definitely will also do the arcade events, plus a couple other networking events. We've got those. And we're also going to try a new set of webcasts, but specifically for our clients. And we're going to be doing it's going to be a client invite only webinar where we're going to talk about some of the tools that we make available to our clients and how they can improve their productivity by taking advantage of them. It's kind of on the TAEA side, but a little more focused on clients and the like. So they'll be getting, or if you're one of our clients, you'll be getting your invites on that within the next week or so. And tentatively, we're going to be starting our first one at the end of January. So, and the last thing I'll talk is pure on a personal note. Those of you who know me, I'm a bit of an astronomy buff, and I've actually seen 2 full eclipses of the sun. Absolutely, the one that's coming up in April. Be there somewhere where it's clear. And I went, a couple months ago, I went to Utah by myself for a few days to go see the annular eclipse there. Absolutely fantastic. I forgot how fantastic and gorgeous Utah is. I got to go there more often. So that was a cool thing as well. And then finally, overall, from a performance standpoint of Simplex-IT, we were recognized again making the MSP 501. We actually moved up like 100 spots or something along those lines, which I still don't understand how that happened. We were also recognized once again to be part of the Case Weatherhead 100. So I love it when we get recognized both from a local in terms of just a small business kind of what we're able to do, and then also our peer in our industry. So it's kind of like those are two good litmus tests to make sure that Simplex-IT we're still in the area that we should be. We set yet another record for revenue. And profitability was not what we would have hoped for, but quite honestly, with all the personnel changes and all of the directional changes that we did in terms of prioritization and the like, we were still profitable, and that's a good thing. So all told, 23 was a significant year of change, and for the most part, I will say it was good change, including change that I thought wasn't going to be good, but turned out it was. So what's 24 bring? 24, we've already got the year marketing plan put together. We've already identified the couple of local shows that we want to have booths at. We've already identified some of the stuff that's going to be ongoing, SEO projects, things along those lines. We've already got a couple of events lined up that we're going to be putting on. We've got our next tchotchke lined up. We've got a lot of things on the marketing and the sales side. Our first new marketing campaign will be kicking off within the next week or two. So we've got all that sort of stuff is going on well. On the security side, we've really nailed down what we're trying to do in terms of moving more and more towards better and stronger standards. It's been a process that's been going on for years, but I think we've nailed down what the cadence is and how we're going to achieve that, and I'm excited to see where that goes. We've also are in the process of doubling down on some of our vendor partnerships. You'll be seeing and hearing more about that over the next month or so. And the bottom line is, I think we know our dance steps now, and I don't dance. But I think this 24 is actually we're in a very good position to do some really cool things. So, anywho, that's where we're at. Would love to see comments. Love to hear what's going on with you folks. And as always, if there's anything that myself or our team here can do to help you out, happy to do it. And with that, Happy New Year. Browns are in the playoffs. Weird, huh? Catch you later. Have fun.